How to manage the spiritual help we receive from the consciousness. Hello and welcome to the mindfulness.com, where we explore practices, wisdom, science of mindfulness through spiritual scriptures. So today we are going to explore the chapter 110, the spiritual help. The purpose of the chapter is to experience the spiritual help from consciousness and opening the self to it. By practicing the wisdom of the chapter, the result is the stress in the mind becoming in obedience with awareness, and practicing the exalting, the rising up of the self with acceptance to the controller to gain protection of self-awareness. So let's explore the wisdom of the chapter. When receives the help of the consciousness and the opening to it, and you observe the stress in mind entering into obedience with consciousness in multitudes, then exalt with acceptance to your controller and ask protection from errors to it. Certainly it is ever accepting of returning to it. So this chapter actually is the guidance or a practice for deeper contemplation, where when you meditate and when you contemplate in your self-awareness, and when you receive the help of the consciousness and the opening to it, when you experience the presence of consciousness in yourself, and you observe your stress in mind entering into obedience, there is no more stress, there is no more agitation in the mind becoming completely still, stable and calm. And that state of mind in stillness and calmness is what it is called obedience with awareness and consciousness. So when you achieve the state of obedience with the consciousness in multitudes, then exalt. The exalting is to raise yourself to a higher position with acceptance to your controller. So when you receive opening to the consciousness and you observe the stress in mind in obedience in multitude with consciousness, then exalt yourself to the higher position with acceptance to your controller and ask protection from errors to it. Certainly it is ever accepting of returning to it. So when you exalt and move up to the position with acceptance to your controller, the controller of your mind, the controller of your awareness, your highest entity, the deeper I in you which sees the mind. So when you awaken yourself, and when you reach to higher position, you will then ask for protection from errors in the process and function of your mind and awareness. Certainly it is ever accepting of returning to it. So this chapter, the spiritual help, is the wisdom of when you get opening to the presence of consciousness, how you can maintain that state in your mind and in your awareness, and how you can raise yourself up and ask for protection. This is the wisdom of the chapter, and you can visit the website themindfulness.com to understand deeper each words. And thanks for listening. Have a nice day.